How are you today? Remember just the other day when we were learning about reptiles, cold-blooded animals? Well, I have a special reptile I want to talk about today. Let's see if you can guess what it is. Take a look over here. What do you see? What are those things? Yes, you are right. Those are turtles. Do you remember in our reptile story that it told us there are over 200 different kinds of turtles? So we're going to talk about some of them today. Remember, the land tortoise is a really big turtle that only goes on land. It never goes in the water. And then we have other turtles that are going to go on land and in the water. And we have sea turtles that live in the ocean. Now, how do we know the difference? How do we know whether it's a land turtle or a sea turtle? Let's look at the legs. Sea turtles have legs that look like flippers to help them swim through the water. A land turtle has shorter legs, not flippers, and they don't swim through the ocean water. Also, a land turtle can pull itself inside of its shell. Look at this. It can pull in its feet and pull in its head and pull in its tail. And that's how it protects itself. It has a hard shell to protect it from anyone trying to hurt it. All right, well, I have a story today about a tiny turtle. It's a sea turtle. Let me get my glasses and we can get started. One tiny turtle. This is by Nicola Davies and illustrated by Jane Chapman. Sea turtles are related to tortoises and terrapins. They are all reptiles. Sea turtles are great wanderers, traveling thousands of miles each year, often far from land. This makes them difficult to study, so scientists are only just beginning to find out about their mysterious lives. There are 7 species, which means kinds, of sea turtles. This book is about the loggerhead turtle. Loggerheads live in seas all over the world. One tiny turtle. Far, far out, land is only a memory. An empty sky touches the water. Just beneath the surface is a tangle of weed and driftwood where tiny creatures cling. This is the nursery of a sea turtle. Passing in a boat, you might not notice turtle. Not much bigger than a bottle top. She hides in the green shadows. She's a baby, so her shell is soft as old leather. Just a little fish bite could rip it open, but the turtle is safe in her world of weed and snaps her beak on tiny crabs and shrimps. Turtles have shells that cover their backs and shells that cover their stomachs. The shells are made from bony plates that get bigger and harder as the turtle grows. The turtle swims around, flapping her long front flippers like wings. She is flying underwater.
She pokes her pin-prick nostrils through the silver surface to take a quick breath. So fast, blink and you'd miss it. Then she's gone, diving down into her secret life again. Fish breathe underwater, but turtles are reptiles and need to come up to the surface for air. They do this every 4 to 5 minutes when they are active. When they are asleep, they can stay underwater for hours. For 3 or 4 years, maybe more, the turtle rides out the storms and floats through the hot calms. Steadily she outgrows her nursery. Nobody sees her leave, but when you look for her, she has vanished all the same. A year or 2 later, she turns up close to land. Bigger than a dinner plate now. She's not a fish snack anymore. Her shell is hard as armor. Her head is tough as a helmet. She's grown into her name, Loggerhead. She has come to eat crabs. Millions swim up from deep water to breed in the shallows. Their shells crack as easily as a hen's egg in her heavy jaws. But in a week, the feast is over, and Loggerhead disappears again. Loggerhead wanders far and wide in search of food. In summer to cool seaweed jungles where she finds juicy clams and shoals of shrimps. And in winter to turquoise lagoons, warm as a bath, where she can munch among corals. Loggerheads may travel thousands of miles, but she leaves no trace or track for you to follow. Only good luck will catch you a glimpse of her. For 30 years you might not find her. Then one summer night she arrives on the beach where she was born. She's found her way here, sensing north and south like a compass needle, feeling the current and the warmth of the waves. She remembers the taste of the water here and the sound of the surf. Loggerhead has grown in her wandering years. She's big as a barrel now. Floating in the sea, she weighs nothing, but on land, she's heavier than a man. So every flipper step is a struggle, and her eyes stream with salty tears, which help keep them free of sand. Coming ashore is very risky for sea turtles. They can easily overheat and die. So they only nest or in cool weather. Then they get back to the sea as soon as possible. Loggerhead makes her nest where the sea won't reach. Scooping carefully with her hind flippers, she makes a steep, deep hole. Inside she lays her eggs, like 100 squidgy ping-pong balls. Afterwards, she covers them with sand to hide her nest from hungry mouths. Then Loggerhead is gone again, back to her secret life. Left behind under the sand, her eggs stay deep and safe. Baby turtles grow inside. Females stay close to their nesting beach for several months. In that time, they usually make at least 4 nests, and sometimes as many as 10. Before the summer's over, they wriggle from their shells. Turtle eggs in warm sand can be ready to hatch in 6 weeks. If the sand is cool, they can take 3 weeks longer. Above them on the beach, 100 eyes watch on the lookout for a meal, so the hatchlings wait until night. Then they burst through the sand and skitter towards the sea. The horizon, where the sea meets the sky, tells baby turtles which way to turn to get to the water. But street lights and buildings next to the beach can confuse them and make them go the wrong way. In the dark, claws and beaks and grabbing paws miss only one young turtle. One day she'll remember this beach and come back. But now she dives under the waves and swims and swims, out into the arms of the ocean, far, far out to sea. Land becomes a memory, waiting to wake in the head of the little turtle. The end.
Now, just to show you what the turtle eggs look like, they're about this size. You know what this is? This is a ping pong ball, but that's just about the size of a turtle egg. And remember, in the story, it said that the mother turtle lays hundreds of eggs deep in the sand. So she would make a nest, and all the eggs would be buried in the sand. And then finally, when it's time for the turtles to hatch, they would come out of the eggs. And see how tiny they are when they come out? And then they're going to head towards the sea at night when the moon is out and swim away. Now, those are the turtles that live in the ocean. And remember, we said there's also the turtles that live on land. And this one is called a box turtle. Remember, it can put its arms, its feet, legs, tail, head into its shell to protect himself. Now I thought I'd show you a little rhyme about a little turtle. We're going to pretend your fist is a turtle and your thumb is the head of your turtle. Can you put it inside? And close your fingers around it. I have a little turtle. He lives in a shell. He likes his home very well. He pokes his head out when he wants to eat and pulls it back in when he wants to sleep. Good night, little turtle. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed learning about turtles today. Have a good day.